What it do, YouTube? OG Mr. Mont. Back at y'all with another video. Keyshawn Davis. This kid, he refuses to keep his mouth shut. Now he's taking aim at Javonte Tank Davis. Now, I want the record to show that I ain't the biggest fan of Keyshawn Davis. At one point, I did like him, but then I realized that the dude ain't nothing but a clown. A cheerleader. Too busy cheerleading for Bud Crawford and Shakur Stevenson. But then every time somebody come for his throat, oh, I ain't got but 6 fights. I ain't got but 7 fights. So, he always got something jacked up to say about somebody. Now he has something to say about Javonte Tank Davis. Now, don't get me wrong, Keyshawn Davis is a very, very good fighter. Very good fighter. Very skilled. Silver medalist in the amateurs, in the Olympics. So, he's a very good fighter. But he's just one of those guys that always sticking his nose in somebody else's business. Always got something to say about somebody. Always got something to say about a bunch of stuff that ain't got nothing to do with him. People he ain't gonna fight. People he can't fight. But now, like I said, he's taking aim at Javonte Tank Davis. He pretty much said that Tank is definitely a good fighter. And I'm paraphrasing, I read the article. It says Tank is a good fighter. Done been in some exciting fights. Done had some good knockouts. But pretty much said Tank ain't fought nobody. Now, even though I ain't a fan of Keyshawn Davis and his antics, that doesn't mean I ain't gonna tell you when he is telling the truth. Now, it's one thing that I want to point out. Me personally, I don't put Tank in the same category as I put a Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson or any of those guys. Tank's goal in boxing is totally different than guys like Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. Guys like that. Tank done already told you. Well, I know it. Tank may have not said it, but Calvin Ford done said it. Then when he was with Mayweather Promotion, Leonard Ellaby said it. But Tank is not in boxing for, the accolades. Tank is in boxing for the money. He is the ultimate prize fighter. That's exactly what he is. So Keyshawn Davis is right. Tank Davis hasn't really fought none of the top lightweights. None of them. Now, he got this fight with Ryan Garcia coming up. And I don't hold Ryan Garcia in high regards. I mean, if you really go into that fight and break that fight down, I mean, what does Ryan Garcia have except for fast hands? Footwork is horrible. He fights with his neck up in there. And eventually Tank is going to get a hold to him and the fight going to be over. So even with the Ryan Garcia fight, he's still, in my opinion, not fighting the top guy. But again, I hold Tank in different regard than I hold Devin and guys like Shakur, because it's admitted that Tank is not interested in belts. He's not interested in accolades. The only thing Tank is interested in is making a whole lot of money. So I ain't gonna get mad at him no more for not fighting Devin or not fighting Shakur or not fighting guys like Frank Martin or any of those guys that have that type of skill set. So, I just don't hold Tank up there like that, even though I know Tank is a fantastic fighter, and he has the same type of skill as those guys, and definitely had more power than all of them. But I don't really put Tank in the same category as I put Devin Haney or Shakur or any of those other guys that I consider to be top lightweights. So yeah, Keyshawn Davis has a point. Tank Davis hadn't really fought nobody, but Keyshawn Davis, you ain't got but 6 or 7 fights. So you ain't had a chance to fight nobody. So until you get into a position where you done fought people, you really ain't got a whole lot to say. And best to mind your business. You ain't challenged Tank. He ain't turned you down. I ain't heard you challenge it. Y'all in the same division. So, Keyshawn Davis, I mean, quit wasting your breath, man. You a clown. Mind your damn business. Worry about your own self. Worry about fighting Tago. Ain't that who you supposed to be fighting next? I mean, quit worrying about other folk business. That's pretty much all I got. It's the OG Mr. Mont. Salute to the mighty LDBC, and I'm out.